All right, I want to talk about minerals. Minerals, we got to have them. We got to have a lot of them. We got to have all of them. One of the things that people don't realize is our minerals are needed in combination. It's very important. Sodium and potassium go hand in hand. Sodium's our internal ocean, or potassium's our internal ocean. Sodium's our external ocean. They cross back and forth. They exchange with each other. If you have too much sodium, not enough potassium, it causes problems. If you have too much potassium, not enough sodium, it causes problems. Well, there's a lot of minerals that way. Magnesium and potassium have to be in an appropriate ratio. Calcium and magnesium. There are lots of minerals that go hand in hand. Zinc and copper go back and forth. Copper and iron go back and forth. So if we're very deficient in one mineral, it can throw a lot of things off. Well, what is a big problem with our current food supply? It is mineral depleted. It just is. When we know which minerals are important for appropriate size growth, which are namely nitrogen and phosphorus. We know when plants have enough nitrogen and phosphorus, they grow to the appropriate size. So when we fertilize our fields in our current modern agriculture, what are we putting down? We're putting down phosphorus and nitrogen primarily. And so what happens to our food supply? Well, it's got plenty of nitrogen and phosphorus, but what about magnesium? What about calcium? What about potassium? What about sodium? It's, as a rule, our food is now depleted. In fact, it is so depleted that one apple today, or one apple from the early 1900s, 1910, is equal in mineral content to 26 apples today. It's a travesty. And so it's no wonder that we're having health problems going through the roof. We look at different health problems that people are having today. More cancer, more high blood pressure, more heart disease, more stroke. These things have always existed in the past, but look, now rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune diseases, lupus and Sjogren's disease, and more infections. What is going on? Why are we all so sick? It used to be that needing a doctor was kind of an end-of-life thing. Now it's nonstop, cradle to grave. And part of that is we're so undernourished. I want to talk about some specific minerals. There are other minerals in the environment that we don't really need hardly at all. Fluoride, for example, bromine, and they're in heavy supply in our diet. In fact, fluoride is added to water constantly. I know that they claim that it prevents tooth decay. I don't know there's any proof that it prevents tooth decay. There is proof that it kills bacteria. And in fact, fluoride is a common component of many pesticides. And it's a common component of many medications. And bromine is a common component of many medications. But when you look inside the body, what is the function of bromine? It really doesn't have one. However, both bromine and fluoride are so similar to another mineral called iodine. And iodine has tremendous need in the body. It's important for appropriate sex hormones. It's necessary for healthy breast tissue. And as most people understand, it is important for healthy thyroid function. If we have enough iodine but still have a tremendous amount of bromine and fluoride, fluoride and bromine can both inhibit the action of iodine. And so sometimes we need more than we think because of getting minerals that we don't need into our body in such heavy supply. As we talk about these minerals needing to be in balance, if we tend to get more of one mineral than another, our body will get ill. It won't function well. One mineral that's very important is a mineral called magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 different enzymatic reactions. It's important for appropriate sugar metabolism. Diabetics tend to be very low in magnesium. It's important for appropriate muscle relaxation. Some forms of heart failure, specifically diastolic heart failure, can be helped by getting more magnesium in the diet in order to help that heart muscle relax in between contractions. So we need all the minerals. That's why we've tried to develop a very good mineral supplement that has a good amount of all these minerals. We've tried to take into account that we tend to get more copper in our diets, mainly because we have a lot of copper pipes that bring our water into and through our homes. Iron tends to be in plentiful supply as we have such a meat-heavy diet, and these two minerals, if they're in overabundance, can cause problems. We try to account for the fact that we tend to be deficient of certain minerals, particularly magnesium. And so we've tried to put together a good formula with our Omrigy products to give you a good, solid, foundational mineral base so that your body can have the minerals it needs to function the way it should.